Hey, aloha guys, Eric West here, hawaiirealestate.org, coming to you live from the beautiful island of Maui, Hawaii. Back in the day, before the fire, I did this thing called the Maui Fix, where people would tune in to watch the sun go down. I would talk about, you know, just whatever, random stuff. And it was just a great way to connect with people all over the world, and we generated what we called the most aloha infused audience on planet Earth. And one of the reasons that happened is because I was doing videos during COVID showing the importance of providing food to the Maui Food Bank. We called them the Maui Food Line videos. So if you don't believe me, put in Maui Food Line and you'll see some of those videos that we did back in the day. And I believe that this audience kind of rallied around Maui. They couldn't come here during COVID. They saw, my goodness, people were kind of starving, long lines of people lining up for food. And the channel was sort of born out of that. And so now we're facing, obviously, an equally, probably even a greater challenge, even more so than COVID. And as a real estate professional, I've been grappling with what's the best way to serve the community as a real estate agent. And obviously, it's a tough question because this market has always been one of the most expensive markets on earth, and honestly, most of the homes that I sell sit empty most of the time. Second homeowners, and that's their right, that's their privilege. But the reason I'm making this video right now is I'm actually at a listing that I have down here in beautiful Maui Meadows. We're doing a little bit of a Maui fix as the sun gets ready to set, but I've got three really good listings right now that are very well priced. I'm going to put links in the description to all three of those listings. They're exceptional values. And I thought to myself, the message that I want to put out there to the world is if you have the means, or if you already own a home on Maui and you don't use it very often, or you have a condo, rent it out to a survivor. A lot of the calls I'm getting every single day are from people that are asking, hey, my insurance covers rent. Would your owners be willing to rent it to us for 6 months or for a year? And for these listings that I have on the market, I think a wonderful philanthropic activity and a great opportunity, I think, because prices are a little more malleable, should I say, right now in light of these events, is purchase one of these homes and then rent it out to a survivor. Or if you have a second home and you don't use it that often, make it available for a survivor of the fire, because a lot of them do have means to rent them for actual rent money from their insurance companies. And so on that note, the sun, I was trying to time this perfect, is getting ready to pop underneath the clouds. But if you guys could do me a favor, click the links in the description that I'll provide after this live. And if you know of anybody that has got the means to purchase a home such as one of these, they're all around $3 million bucks. And hey, I know for a fact that homes in Los Angeles and Beverly Hills were just bought up and they sat empty because investors were just parking money. So I know there's those kind of people out there in the world. They can just park $3 million bucks in a home and just let it sit there. And instead of just doing that, make it available to a Maui's survivor. In my opinion, this market on Maui should be skyrocketing right now because smart people know to buy when it's kind of like a little, iffy and things have happened that are questionable. That's when the smart money comes in. Just like during COVID, some of the best values were had during COVID, and then, as you know, the market took off. And that's exactly what's going to happen on this island. I guarantee you, once interest rates come down and things kind of normalize, so if you make a move now, I can guarantee you it's going to be a smart investment, but on a much higher level. You can make that property available to a survivor of the fire. You can rent it to them. You can get compensated through their insurance. And if you have a home on Maui that you don't use, it just sits empty. I've seen them. There's neighborhoods, just nobody's home. Out of the goodness of your heart, just rent it to a fire survivor. And a lot of them do have insurance available, do have money available from their insurance. So anyway, here comes the sun. Enough about me and the real estate market and what I think you can do to help. Please click the links in the description. I'll put them in right after. But look at the view at this place, huh? So if you're into a view home, if that's important to you, this, in my opinion, is probably the best view in all of Maui Meadows. I mean, it is 180 plus degrees of nothing but Pacific Ocean. Of course, we've got Lanai right there. We've got the West Maui Mountains right there. You can even see all the way over to the other side where Kahului Harbor is. That's crazy. right? What? I mean, this is maybe it's a lot more than 180 degrees, man. This is one of the absolute most obnoxious views I've ever come across in my real estate career here. So if you're into views, man, let me tell you what, this is the house recently built, so it's a newer constructed home. You can even see, look at this, Ko'olave and Molokini. Can you guys see Molokini crater through there? What? And all of Ko'olave, all of Lanai, and a portion, right? Hang on a second. And a portion of Molokai. Look at that. Can you guys see Molokai right there? So again, if you're just tuning into this live, do me a solid. Like, share, subscribe to the channel, because it's being shadow banned, no question. I focused a little too much on the truth, possibly. I don't know what it is. But it's important that we spread the message of aloha and that people all around the world buy every home and condo that's for sale currently on the island of Maui and make it available to a fire survivor. Or if you own a home on Maui and it sits empty most of the year because you're just chilling somewhere else, my encouragement is rent it out. Rent it out. Make it available. I personally don't think I should be getting calls from people unable to find a home to rent. Like, they're willing to pay money. They're just not available. Maui has always had a ridiculous shortage of homes. It existed before the fire, right? Now all of a sudden you've got, 4,000 families displaced. It's insane. But the homes are here. It is possible. I believe we can make it happen. And certainly every house that's on the market needs to be purchased immediately by people that have those kind of means. And I know they're out there. I know somebody that's got that kind of money. And it's a phenomenal investment. It's Maui. It's never going to go down. I can promise you that. And you'll be helping somebody. And that's the most important thing. And that's something money can't buy, right? A helping heart, doing the right thing. And just think about a family that they just lost everything. They have no home, they have no possessions, but they want to rent a house and they're trying to stay on Maui. It's important. This is a perfect example. Not only does this house, it's a gorgeous home, by the way. What? Not only do you have a main home here, you have this beautiful little ohana. See, so a family could be living right there. And check this out. Dylan, my son, we're doing a Matterport, 3D Matterport. We've got the latest Matterport Pro camera. He's doing a Matterport in the tram. Hey, D, yeah. Anything you want to say to YouTube? What? Anything you want to say to YouTube? I will. He's having some trouble with the Matterport. It doesn't know what to think about the tram. But yeah, this home actually has a tram. You can walk down to the ohana, but you can just take the tram down to the ohana. And then this is a perfect spot to put a pool someday, right there. And you got a little area there for putting, a little putting green or whatever, barbecue, ohana time. And then of course this obnoxious view. And then there's basically two living areas. So you have this living area that's up top here, and then there's another living area right below. So this property could house 3 families. You could have one family on the top level of the main home, another family on the second level, and then a third family in that ohana. Now the folks that own this, they're not in a position to rent it out. They need to sell it. It's got to be gone. They're moving on, had some major life events, and it was actually, they wanted to sell it even before the fire. So this is a great opportunity, and I'll put a link in the description for the 3 listings I have right now that are all very nice, large family homes. They're all priced very, very well, and I just believe there's somebody out there that can make this happen and then can make those 3 homes available for people to rent, 6 months to a year, just a little temporary Band-Aid housing, and you can help Maui, and you can spread the message of aloha, asking real estate investors to come, second home buyers to come, people to pay attention to what's going on, the needs we have over here. The housing is here, and it is available, and it's time to do it. We can do it. We can do it. You can do it. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. I appreciate it. It's been an honor and a pleasure to bring you another Maui fix, sort of. Everything's got to have the right angle. And right now I believe the only angle in which to sell real estate on this island is to put the Maui survivors first and foremost. Make that home, make that condo available for them to rent. Certainly if you want to give it away, if you want to just put them up for 6 months to a year. Matter of fact, my good friend Ed Cheney, my handyman, amazing guy. You know, he had a client, had a house in Laniapoko. He said, Ed, stay there as long as you need, bro. As long as you need, just good to go. So I believe there's people like that that are going to step up even more so all around the planet, are going to buy houses like this one, and everything that we have available on the island, going to make it available to those survivors. And we're going to show the world how we can rally together and we can do cool stuff as a result of just putting it out there and then people rallying around and helping. So anyway, if you agree, I'd love a share, shaka, a thumbs up, a yes, ah. And thank you so much for allowing me to share this beautiful sunset with you guys, allowing me to share these 3 listings that I have. I'll put all links in the description when you're done, when I'm done, when you're done, when we're done. And if you wouldn't mind, because you are now officially part of the most aloha infused audience on planet Earth, you'll do me a solid. You'll share it on your Facebook, your IG, your FB, your TikTok, your email, your text, and you'll say, hey, do you know of somebody that could buy one of these homes and share it with a fire survivor, rent it to them, get the insurance money, or just gift it to them for 6 months or for a year. And I believe if every listing, if every realtor started thinking this way, I believe that we could solve a portion, a small portion of the housing crisis that these people are facing right now. The inventory is here, the houses are sitting empty, and the last thing is if you own a home on Maui and you don't use it very much, you just come for a month or 6 weeks, or it's one of those houses that just sits empty all the time, consider renting it out for 6 months to a year to a Maui fire survivor, and I believe it will create the most ultimate good karma of all time and will help a family. So thank you guys so much from the bottom of my heart to yours. I appreciate you guys tuning in. Please be sure to watch the most recent videos that I posted on the Pentecostal Church, the mysteries of the fire. Let's keep the message going. Thank you to MauiAlert.com for suing MPD. Everybody can put out a FOIA request. Any U.S. citizen can put out a letter to any government agency and just say, hey, we want the records for this, and this, and this. And we need to put some pressure. It can't just be a few people. Anybody and everybody can ask for the data from that day, the police calls between the fire chief and the emails, the text messages, all that stuff is public record, and we all need to start asking for it. And I truly believe in my heart of hearts, if we put the pressure on, they must respond, and we'll get to the heart of what happened, hold the people accountable, and hopefully get some serious reward money for these people that have suffered this tragedy. People like Mr. Beast, Philanthropy, maybe he comes and does a video. Influencers, people will start paying attention, and this right shall be made wrong. I know it's been forgotten in the mainstream media, but I know you have not forgotten it, and you'll share it to the best of your ability. So thank you so much. Dylan, did it work?
Sir.
Did it work?
Yeah, it's just really dark, so it's not worth it no more.
You want to say anything to the people?
Hey, YouTube fan.
Yes, So Dylan's got the Matterport Pro 2, the newest one just came out. And we are a family of photographers. We got the Z9, Colton, Dylan. Ryan just got licensed, so Lisa's licensed, Dylan's about to be licensed, Colton's licensed. So we got the family, the ohana of real estate love.
Yes.
It's just what we love to do, right?
Yep.
We're passionate about it, and we're thankful for all you guys keeping us in mind. Of course, if you ever need to buy or sell some real estate on Maui, and specifically now, buy it for the fire survivors, and let's rent it out to them, and let's make it available so that they've got a place to live. So
absolutely.
Thank you guys so much, and shout out to Dylan for the Pentecostal video. He's been doing some editing for me, and we're getting the word out. Doesn't make any sense why there's this freaking perfect line in that building, right? Doesn't make any sense. We got to get some answers. We got to figure this thing out. And
then once you analyze it, it kind of makes sense because, I mean, like, doesn't make sense
if you think about it,
how it would happen, the source of how it happened, but you can see what happened.
Right.
The piece of metal rod within the wooden beam was burning hot, and you can tell the metal rod was much higher temperature than the wood.
Right.
It was burning into the wood. trying its best to burn the wood, but it couldn't. It just got black and fell down. And the whole building didn't set on fire because the whole building is made out of natural material.
Yeah.
It's all natural material except for that metal,
And it's
which
like
burned.
and it's like a miracle that the sign, the Pentecostal sign, survives, which is made of dried up plywood. But on both sides of that house, everything is melted. Trucks, cars, barbecues, plates, just amazing. So I believe God's hand is on that, and I think there should be an investigation. And I just believe that all these things are happening for a reason, so the truth can be revealed, and people will be held accountable, and we'll be able to have that never happen again in our country. So if you don't think this is your business, it is your business, because it could be in your backyard next. So we got to fix it here. We got to draw a line in the sand right here on Maui, and it takes concerned citizens from all over the United States doing something. So
If there was just 1 million people on the whole world, that would make a major difference. I mean, that would make the difference that we need.
yeah, absolutely. And if you wouldn't mind going back, watching some of the videos of the survivors I've been putting up, I've got their Venmos, I've got their GoFundMes. If you just give $5, right? If everyone that watched the video just gave $5, it would like change their life. They could rent a place like this, no problem. So it's 100% audience participation, I think, is the goal. I always tell my kids in our business that I train them, I say, perfection is the goal. Excellence is tolerated. So we're always going to go for 100% audience participation. So thanks again, guys. I appreciate it. I'm going to leave you with this beautiful last sight as a beautiful Hawaiian evening gets ready to dawn. Beautiful.
Such a clear day today.
Such a beautiful day, yeah. Wintertime, man, I'm telling you, is when this place shines for weather. I mean, the weather in the summer is nice, but winter is just like, I call it succulent perfection. It's just like, Whereas in the mainland, it's like, we got to get out of here. So get out of there, buy one of our listings, and rent it to a fire survivor, and then maybe you kind of cohabitate with them. I mean, that's how we work. That's why it's called ohana, right? That ohana down there means family-style living. You can cohabitate with these people. 99.99% of the people on Maui are so loving and aloha and chill. Don't believe the 1% of the haters out there. They're just loud and obnoxious, but they don't represent the true heart of the Hawaiian people. Come here on vacation this year. Come for Christmas. Come for New Year's. Make your travel plans. Don't believe the hype, the negative hype. It's a beautiful place, and right now you'll kind of have it to yourself a little bit, and the whales are coming, and everything is completely normal. Matter of fact, I was going to do a Google map live where I show people, hey, it's just a very small area of the island that's been affected. The rest of the island is perfectly normal. So come to Maui. Don't forget about this island, and we need your tourism dollars. We need your real estate dollars, and we just need you guys to just keep the fight going. We will as well. Okay, until next time, Eric West, D-Man, out. Thanks for liking, sharing, and subscribing. And I'll put the links in the description right now. As soon as I end this live, those links are going to go in the description. So please look for them. Click back into the recorded video. It'll repost in a little bit. All right. Thanks again. Until next time, Eric West out. Yes, sir. Maui Dan. Yes,
Maui Dan.
Maui Dan.
Wyoming.
Wyoming.
Shout out.
Jack Frost nipping on your nose. I know he is.